My witch mother used to say this thing that probably kind of offensive now since we've got so many popular forms of folk magic. But she used to say that folk magic is the magic of the folk having once seen a witch do that thing, and they're repeating the steps. And then she follows up and says, folk magicians know what works, but a witch knows why it works, how it works, how to work it backwards. Now, while I may find many hoodoo practitioners putting things like galangal in a brew, or ginger, or cinnamon, or something like that, few that I ever talked to understand why that's done. It's a heater. It provides heat. All of those things that I just mentioned are just a few of the heating herbs. I tend to want to have one of those in a brew to stimulate the magic. Where you have heat, you have energy. The laws of physics and the laws of magic are married. It makes some sense because looking back on it now, back then we didn't know what a hoodoo was or anything else, but the magic I was raised in was a hybrid hoodoo. Is witchcraft and hoodoo mixed together. It even had elements of ceremonial magic, and most elements, a lot of hoodoo utilizes some ceremonial magic anyways. So that it's not a pure form. It has all kinds of things in it. But like, for instance, what do I mean by hybrid hoodoo? Hoodoo doesn't tend to recognize the phases of the moon, planetary alignments, that kind of thing, and as such doesn't utilize them in the magic. However, that energy exists in this sphere. What the moon does, we feel here. What the planets are doing, we feel here. Those energies are present on the plane that we're working the magic in. So it makes more sense to me to do it this way than do it any other way. So that's one of the elements of a hybrid hoodoo. Hoodoo's a hoodoo that incorporates other ideas, which all magic should. Most magic is eclectic, and most magic should be eclectic. Nobody has any one right system. There's little bits of truth all over the planet. And back in the day, before we were considered with penny ante bullshit, we were pursuing that truth. We were searching the planet for those keys that would unlock Pandora's box. But you had to. It's like a role-playing game. You had to travel many lands and come up with many keys, because not just one key is going to open that box. These were my thoughts today. I have more.